Big deal to allow people to use my dad's name for my family, and CAF, my dad did the triathlon for over 10 years, so it's incredibly important for us. But the great news is, like, even on next weekend, we're presenting 3 awards to 3 people that are actually the limbs that they'll need, the sports adaptive equipment, so that they can continue to lead active lives. And so it's a real physical result of something I know Dad would have really approved of. The Challenged Athletes Foundation, what they do is they provide kind of support and also teaching, but the most physical response of it is they provide the actual prosthetics that, unless you've lost a limb and you go through insurance, you don't really understand how bad those prosthetics for the most part are, and how little insurance qualifies for sports adaptive prosthetics, which allow you to have pretty much a normal, if not better, standard of life than you would have ever thought possible after losing a limb or 2 limbs or 4 limbs. They look at it as a luxury item, and it's not. Being able to, run or bike is not a luxury. It's supposed to be how you as a person, especially combating the depression that comes after anything that happens, it's incredibly important. And so Challenged Athletes Foundation provides those sports adaptive equipment for people that are injured. They provide coaching, they provide teams, and then they do the triathlon every year where they team up challenged athletes and able-bodied athletes, and then my dad, who was neither, and they would let them do this incredibly inspiring thing. And I went multiple times when I was a kid, and it's such a incredibly visceral memory. I mean, there were people that if they couldn't finish the race, people carried them across the finish line. Yeah. There were guys that to get into the water, they had to be carried in, but they're still swimming, I think it's 1.5 miles, and then Dad bikes 44 miles. It's an unbelievable thing. He wasn't someone who bragged about the charity he did, which I think you're really not supposed to do anyhow. It's great to bring attention to anything that you can with the kind of career that has given you that ability, but you're not supposed to brag about charity. It's supposed to be something that you just do to help others. And so a lot of stuff that Dad did, people didn't talk about because he didn't almost want them to. It wasn't the attention that he sought out. And he was a comedian. All he wanted to do was give people the ability to laugh and give people that kind of knowledge that they weren't alone in whatever their struggles may be and whatever they were going through. Laughter is a very big way of knowing that you're not alone. And the same thing was true of charity for him. I mean, this was enormously important to him, so I hope to kind of continue that legacy, and my brothers as well.